Hi, it's Tuesday night, the 19th of May, and day 140 of Living the Dream. The power statement I wrote down for today said I will go through and retype up all my remaining tasks so I can get prepared to have my website start being developed. So, let me show you my to-do list. I watered up, but I meant to save it, so here you go. Tuesday's to-do list. Redo list for getting ready to build out website. Call my accounts, emails, banking. Done! Bam! Got it done. When I went to search out all of my lists that I made up for my coaching tasks, I showed you the stack that's printed out, but I wanted to find all the files. I couldn't find several of them. I was a little worried that I might have lost them when I had that technician help me with the Windows operating system, and he took it all off, took all those programs off, saved them somewhere, and then we put back on all those programs after loading up Windows 10 again. Man, I was so sure that I had lost some of them, but he helped me get them all back on, and so I started looking, and I found them, and so I've rearranged things so that it makes sense, all in a little organized fashion. I love being organized. It took the whole day, however, but I'm okay with that because I don't have a lot of time to search things out. When they're all organized, it really saves the time. It's also quite hard to find something when you're doing a search. You don't have the title name. I couldn't remember several of their titles, how I titled it. Even keywords weren't calling them up. So anyway, going through that problem of searching, opening up and reading and saving and retitling, all that over and over and over and over again. Like I said, it took the whole day. But I'm organized. Great. After going to bed last night, I left the computer on so that Lesson 12 could complete the publishing process I mentioned to you for the YouTube. When I got up into my office this morning, my laptop had shut down. I'm not sure what time it did, but I was a little worried. It showed it has 75% still to publish. So I turned things on this morning, and it continued to publish throughout the morning. I was here doing my things. But like I said, I was worried that there might have been a glitch, but it was finally done. I watched it, and no glitches. So it published just fine, and it's up on my Google Drive. So bam, done. 12 lessons have come through the portal of my mind, from my imagination, and have come into the world of the physical. Isn't creation fun? It's kind of a miracle to me. Anyhow, it's fantastic. Croy says to get honest with yourself. And so he says, what didn't go well today, Marty, or what could you have done better? Did you wake up early and start strong? Start strong, start strong. Yes. Did you start your morning with power? Man, that hour of those three arm movements and the cold water on the face and little dynamic exercise. My mindfulness time is so powerful. Absolutely. Did you produce throughout the day today? Got some things done. A little stressful, but got the things done. And I got the most important things done. Got organized. Did you move your goals forward? Yes. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be? That is a key to it. Most definitely, I did. And I was present for Kathleen tonight. We had a wonderful night. We'll talk about it in a minute. Now, combine all these questions into one big one that says, were you honest with yourself today, Marty, about your tasks? In other words, did you keep your commitments you made to yourself today? Well, I promised myself this morning that I would go through all of my files and file folders on my laptop and clean things up and find all the files related to my coaching package and then get them all organized. And that promise, I kept that promise to myself. I didn't finish all of the sorting of files on all the other areas, but I saved them in certain files so that I know where they're at. And now I got to sort them and put those in the new title so it's very clear on my MFO files, on my TNBD files, and others. So I'm doing that. But I found the files I wanted to look for so that I could type out a final list of to-dos, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. I want to get that done so I can have it ready to go when I do my website. The next question Corey asked and me to finish and answer is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? Well, cleaning off a lot of space on my C drive and onto my external drive, and then organizing things on my D drive, which is where I had the most space. I now have a lot of space to work with going forward. That really feels great. I also organized everything for the Living the Dream process and coaching, anything Living the Dream wise. And so I can find things very quickly now. I did a few searches earlier and bam, they were there just like that. So that's exciting. That felt successful. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? My favorite 5 movies are my mainstay for sure, like I always say. But this morning I ran a little long on my coaching movie. Where I imagine I was coaching a young woman in my mind who had some great questions, and she had a fun story. And so Adrienne is her name in my imagination. So the imagination went wild. I enjoyed it, and Kathy and I watched another Jodie movie tonight. So once again, A lot of movie going in my head is very much a part of my day, and it's really motivating. Going to the movies. I'm going to be doing that podcast next. It's so great. Next, Croy asked me rate myself, my effort today. What did I give myself? I gave today an 8. I say an 8 because I worked at the speed of 8 and filing things away and finding files and organizing them. It wasn't a perfect day due to the time-consuming process of opening up a file that I didn't title right to see what it is and retitling it and saving it over here, and there's a long list of files, so you got to move and go. That takes time, and naming them better and setting them up organized in a real smart way of doing things. But that's exciting. All in all, it was a good day of doing that, but not quite a 10. The next question Croy asks is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, even if your day went sideways trying to get it done or getting it done, but you still would feel like you're successful, what would that one thing be? Well, it's a power statement that I wrote, and I said, I will type up my new list of tasks, all complete, that I need to get done so I can develop my website. I want to be able to have a specific list of to-dos for my web developer to follow. I want to be able to just send that as a digital file, go over it with them, have the pictures there to go, have the outlines of the site. It's work, but it's going to save a lot of time and cost him having to figure out and do. I'm going to have it all laid out for him. This way I can show him what I mean when I go over it with him or her. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for rainy days. I don't have a picture of that, but I've had a couple in the last few days. Because we're mostly all stuck in our homes due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I don't get out much right now. I do go to the store once in a while and go out and grab dinner through the drive-thru or whatever, and that's okay. But the weather has been very gorgeous. We had a great season right now with spring and all the flowers and green grass. But I love it when it rains and I get to take in that fresh air and have the water sound come in. It's really been a downpour. Oh, it was great. Everything's so green and beautiful. I love rainy days. Next, I'm grateful for the law of fear. I know. I went over this a little while ago, but I wanted to circle back to it and mention a few more things about it because I think it's so important. In particular, I wanted to say that there are specific things we can do for specific types of fear. There are types of fear on one side that I'm going to say, and then there's an action step I'm going to talk about to overcome that fear. So here's just a few of them. Fear of embarrassment because of personal appearance. The action is to improve it. Go to the barber shop or to the beauty salon. Shine your shoes. Get your clothes cleaned and pressed. In general, practice better grooming. It doesn't always take new clothes. You can take action to remove that fear. Fear of losing an important customer. The action, work doubly hard to give better service. Correct anything that may have caused customers to lose confidence in you. Step back and get honest with yourself. Be excited about their comments. Say, you really helped me. That's a great suggestion. That's something we'll employ going forward. Thank you. 3, fear of failing or examination. Or fear of failing an examination. Action, convert worry time into study time. Convert worry time. Worry is just pre-playing negative. Pre-playing positive stuff is being positive minded. You don't have to worry because 90% of that stuff's not going to happen. 4, fear of things totally going beyond your control. Action, turn your attention, your thoughts, to helping to relieve the fear of others. Focus on others, not on yourself. Pray if you need to, but your thoughts is causing that fear of not being in control. You can control you. Don't let those things that cause you fear to take your control, your power away. Get the power back by thinking right thoughts, and it's easily done if you focus on other people and helping them think right and loving on them. These are just a few examples of how you can turn fear around by taking action. It begins with right thinking, like I said. Lastly, I'm grateful for the principle of success that says cure fear and win confidence. Cure your fear and you'll win confidence. First, isolate your fear. Step back, like I said, when you're doing your CT-FAR, consequences, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. When you're going through that process, you're stepping back. Look at yourself. Why am I thinking that? Why am I feeling that? Take some notes down. Use CT-FAR's principle of stepping back and evaluate yourself to discover what you're thinking that's causing the fear. And then you can take action. Next is to take action. There is some kind of action for any type of fear. Just remember, hesitation only enlarges, magnifies the fear. Take action promptly and be decisive. This is all part of living the dream. So there you go. I'm closing this off, but I'll be right back here at my laptop doing this process of my journey to alignment, sharing my successes, sharing my failures, my concerns, my happiness, my excitement. But until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.